The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass. Was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 24, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Carson. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Oh, look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game. 14 points in a game. Not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Here's Carson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now Wilson being chased out left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's a screen. Watch the shift. 25.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. He's going to have the first down past the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off tonight. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they cost you a game or win you one.
Now it's Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch the whip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. His throw incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin up in Lambeau in NFC.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very important winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run on first down. Carson works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the step.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Again, it's Henry. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry, 94 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Wilson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
22 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Draw play. This is Carson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's able to get it out of there.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. They run again with Carson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. That's complete to Sharp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll set up to throw. And he hits Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll set up a throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now Drake. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That was short one to Gesicki. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Back to throw. It's complete to Drake. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
I got you.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On first down, it's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the victory here for Seattle, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we